My dear sisters and brothers, in today's gospel we heard Saint Matthew chapter 7 verses 21 and 24 to 27. Verses 21 we heard like this: Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the one who does the will of my Father in heaven. Sometimes it can confuse us. Calling Jesus Lord, Lord, there is nothing wrong in that. But what is lacking? My dear sisters and brothers, it is nothing but the false professing of faith. And two things are lacking in this, what Jesus says. First, it is lack of sincerity. What is lack of sincerity? We just profess by our words, but our hearts are so far away from God. Just with tongue we profess, Lord, Lord, that is Jesus Christ. And the second thing what is lacking, it is lack of submission. The lack of submission is nothing but we are not ready to submit ourselves to the will of God. So submission, the true love, it comes from the true obedience. So God never says that you don't need to call me Lord, Lord, but nothing is wrong in that calling Lord, Lord, but the problem is there lacks sincerity, false profession of faith. It is not from the heart, and it is lack of submission. That means it is just by words only do, but instead of we are not obeying the will of God, we are not ready to be obedient to His will. My dear sisters and brothers, in today's life, in our life, it is a challenging message. The same thing happened to our own life. Maybe someone asking how your Christian life is. How is your Christian life? Then all of a sudden when we meditate upon our own life, how is your relation with Jesus? Then sometimes we may say that, how is your relation with Jesus? How is your Christian life? Sometimes we can say, I am going to the Sunday Mass. I am reciting the rosaries. I read Bible. I live stream. What all things you are doing, that can be, we can say that these things are I am doing as a Christian. As a Christian, I am going to the church. I am doing this one. I am reciting rosary. I am doing. My dear sisters and brothers, Christian life is not something doing, but it is something being. Being that matters. In philosophy, sometimes we say that being that matters. We are human beings, not human doings. What we be, being is important. There is no retirement for a Christian life. It is not like a job. It is not like a career. It is not something like maybe you are doing something, but my dear brothers and sisters, it is a being from your whole life, your words, your thoughts, your deeds. It should be in a Christian way of life. It is being. I shall explain what it is being. For example, in your childhood, maybe when you are at the time of schooling, if the teacher asks you, you just write about your mother. You write about your mother. Then all of a sudden we write certain things. What else? As a child, if a boy or a girl is writing about mother, then what all things he'll be writing? Thinking your own mother, then we'll be writing, my mother, one who is feeding me, one who is cooking food for me, one is washing my clothes, one is preparing me, or one is giving bath, or taking care of me. All those things, what mother is doing, that we stay. Mother feels for me, mother, one who cooks, one who wash things, one who arrange things, one who clean the houses. For me as a child, this is the concept of a mother. But now maybe in your 40s or 50s or 30s or something, whatever may be, when you are grown up, if someone say that you write on your mother, about your mother, we will not write these things, mother is doing those things. Then our concept totally changes. My dear sisters and brothers, that is what being. Then if mother is bedridden, but mother is a mother. That is what, not something doing, but being. I remember when I was in a community, there was one father who was regularly visiting his house. At least once in a month, he used to visit his mother. But this mother is completely bedridden. And she is not able to, sometimes very rarely only she recognizes people. When his father comes, sometimes when he speaks to his mother, sometimes he recognizes. But she is just bedridden. He is in the house. And one of the brothers is taking care of her. And I remember he was regularly visiting his mother. And after some times, this mother died. My dear sisters and brothers, though mother was not speaking, mother was not doing anything, this mother died because of the illness. And after I noticed that he is not that much regularly visiting the family, very rarely only he is going to the house. Then I just asked, usually at the time of Christmas or any holidays, usually visit the house. Then I asked, why you are not going to the house this Christmas? But his reply was like this: what to go, why to go? My mother is not there. My dear sisters and brothers, though the mother is bedridden, but for us, mother is something. Though she is doing nothing, but her being itself changes the whole atmosphere of the family. The same way, my dear brothers and sisters, the Christian life is not something doing, but rather it is being. In your thoughts, in your behavior, wherever you go, it is not just on Sunday, it is not just I recite rosary. These all are the basic steps. Reciting rosaries, attending live stream, or attending retreats, or going to the church. These all are the basic things of the Christianity. We need to grow as a whole person, always seeking the will of God. That is what God said. Should not lack two things. As we know, that is, should not lack sincerity in our Christian life, and should not lack the sincerity and also the submission, a total submission to the will of God. My dear sisters and brothers, let us ask this grace. Lord, as I pray and I try to follow your precepts, give me the grace to always submit to your divine will and to always seek your will in my life and call your name with the sincerity of heart. May God bless.